Congratulations on the win. As your prize, you now get to play Tampa, the back-to-back champions, in the first round. Yay! You really want to go there? You get to play the Canes. What was the aggregate score of that season series? I think, 16-1? Touche. But hey, at least we're at the Capitals. That first round matchup with the Panthers is gonna suck. Ain't that right, big guy? Yeah, man, that is gonna be a doozy. A doozy? No. This is going to be a religious experience. And I'm not talking New Testament. No. I'm talking Old Testament. It is time for the beatdown. I've waited all season. I've waited years. And now it's my time. This is not a David and Goliath matchup. No. There is Goliath, and there is nothing. A religious experience. You'll meet your new God. Monday. Playoffs, baby. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team, that is not a dub. Nope. And throughout the stats, no one was playing with the full roster. No one gave a crap. Toronto had already locked up number 2. I guess Tampa and we, being the Boston Bruins, were kind of playing to see who would play Toronto. I don't think we cared. I really enjoyed the Leafs fans saying we weren't playing all our starters because we were dodging them. Do you know the second round matchup would likely be far easier through the Metro than it would be through the Atlantic? And even then, I still don't think we were dodging anybody. I think we were resting our players before a playoff run. That's it. I don't understand when fans say teams are dipping other teams. I don't think it happens in the NHL. I think teams realize they made the playoffs, which, by the way, yay Bruins, we did that. That was the goal of the regular season, not to win the President's Trophy, not to guarantee home ice advantage, it's to make the playoffs. That's your first goal, and we did it. Players and teams don't dodge matchups. They don't. Because you have to go through great teams just to get to the finals, just to get to the conference finals, especially in the East. The audacious claims, it's not just Leafs fans, but the absolute stupidity of saying, hey, we are, and meaning it, because I know a lot of you guys are joking about this stuff, but saying it and meaning it, that you think the team's actively trying to dodge another one. Like the chips had to fall perfectly. I just don't get it. Last year, we rested damn near our whole squad for the last game of against the Capitals. Still almost won that game, by the way. This year, we rest everyone we financially can without putting a burden on potentially having to back pay Jeremy Swayman's bonuses if he hit certain ones. I know there was some sort of bonus stuff for, performance and whatnot. I didn't mean to call a bunch of people stupid, but I just think it's a weird claim. It's a weird claim to say that a team is actively trying to dodge another team, especially when you would be dodging that team so that you could play the team that beat you 16-1 in the regular season. I just, use the thing up here, the old brain basket, the wad of electric meat in your head. Just use that thing a little bit. Like I said, we're going to throw out the stats. No one's playing at full strength. They are resting Matthews, Tavares, Bunting, I think, right? I didn't see Bunting he wasn't on the ice. I don't think he's injured or anything, though, but I didn't see any reports about him being rested. But I did see reports about Matthews, Marner, and Tavares. So they're all out. We decided to rest. Let me look at our list. Grizz, McAvoy, Lindholm, Pasta, Bergie, Marshy, Hall, and Halla. Yeah, that's our top 6 scorers, I believe. And then mix in Lindholm and Grizz. Swayman gets a start. And excuse me as I look down here because these lines are just new. They're just completely new. Except for the top line, which is actually just going to be our third line. It's going to be your Freddie, Coyle, Smith, We are going to see Stud centering the second with DeBrusque and McLaughlin. Steen sees NHL action for the first time in a while. He's going to be the third right wing. And Chris Wags is back, as well as Bleed. They're going to be the wings for Nosek on the fourth line. On the defensive side, Ashawn, who I feel like I barely saw this game, had top pairing minutes with Carlo. Second line was going to be Riley and Brown. Brown was awful. He is a 7th or 8th D at best. Forbort, Clifton stay as a third pair. He probably wanted to keep that momentum going with them. And they had their highs and lows in this one. As you know, a win tonight and a Tampa loss would have meant we were playing Toronto. And I know some of you wanted to play Toronto, and I get that. I would have rather rested the players. I think Toronto's really good, and I have said it before. If Toronto were to face us in the first round and beat us, I think that fuels them all the way to a cup. I don't know why. It was just in my head. I didn't want to face them. I didn't want to face them because I don't want to see that team win a cup. And I think if they got by us, then that would be all the fuel they needed to just tear it up for the next 3 rounds. So we're going to face the Canes, which, you know, I've actually come to terms with. We're a pretty good team the second half of the season. They're a pretty good team. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's improve from our regular season results. Let's see if this team really has grown. Okay, let's talk about this game. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Also, huge shout out everyone who joined the Patreon right away. That was awesome, and I really appreciate it to those who jumped in. Thank you so much. You're all way, way, way too generous. Thank you so much. The only other note before we talk about this game, I'm probably going to move through this relatively quickly because the game was half speed-esque. But Coyle is your only Bruin to play all 82 games. So congratulations to Coyle for that honor. Nick Ritchie last year was the only one to play all 56. So it doesn't say all that much about the players. But hey, you got to be happy for Coyle. Good job, bud. Puck drops! Building is real quiet, and we make it quieter. And the audio sucks. The entire stream all night was terrible. Just about a minute in, Smith flies around the back of the net, tries to stuff it in, puck gets away, Freddie grabs it. I don't think Shalgren ever saw this puck leave Smith's stick, and Freddie just smacks that into the net. It's 1-0. We're a little over a minute in. I knew this lead would not last, because the more I looked at our lineup, the more I went, unless the third line can score 3 goals, we don't have anyone else to put the puck in the net. We just don't have enough offense. Even with their top guys out, no. By the way, the Leafs absolutely would have rested more guys if they had the cap space to do it. Let's not pretend like they tried to start more guys. They didn't want to. Trust me on that. I'm gonna add a list at the end of the videos for the playoffs that have like Patreon guys for little shout outs. Anyway. .148 in, McLaughlin's going to go for high sticking. They review it. It's a 4-minute double minor. I saw a lot of people very confused about this. Jack and Brick were extremely confused about this. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes, but it looked like to me that the bottom of his stick got him right here. I thought I saw it clear as day, but everyone else seemed to like that didn't happen. So I'm really questioning what I saw and if there's more distance. I don't know. I really don't know. But it looked like a good call to me. I don't know. I'm really confused as to the backlash at that one. We do kill the first one, but the second one, as it starts, Mikheyev takes the offensive zone, chucks it over to the right point. It gets shot on net. Mikheyev is there to make the body deflection because he went right to the front of the net. Brown doesn't clear out the front of the net in time. Beats Swayman. And it's 1-1, just like that, just a few minutes after we score. And Forbort, later in the period, 6:45 left. Forbort on the left point makes a horrible decision. He's on the left point, and McLaughlin is coming up to the blue line to give him an outlet. And I don't love McLaughlin's play on this either, right? But he's carrying around to pick up momentum so that he can throw it back down the boards and he can chase. But what Forbort does is just throw it right to McLaughlin. Short pass. Nylander is right there. And McLaughlin has a half second to react. He decides to try to stick handle through him. Poked away. Nylander breakaway. Beats Swayman 2-1. I hate the pass by Forbort in the first place because the defender is right there. Chuck the puck down the boards. And McLaughlin, I get what you were trying to do, but there's a miscommunication, and in that scenario, you just got to get the puck deep. You cannot try to deke around a guy on the blue line, especially when Forbort's next to you. You know, he's not exactly the Flash, bro. And we're going to have some extra fun because the P-Bruins do what the NHL Bruins do. B-Bruins. Idiot. B-Bruins. Boston Bruins. Providence Bruins. 10 seconds left. Stanika with a terrible turnover. He's behind our own net, chucks it up to the point, right to Riley. Just gives it right to him. Riley immediately whips this on net. And Abrizizi? I have no idea how to say this name. He gets the tip, and no one's on him because no one expected the puck to get turned over that quickly. He gets a tip, beats Swayman. It's 3-1. I think it was 6 seconds left of the clock when that went in. Gotta love to see that the young guys are learning from the old guys. Gotta love that. Gotta love it. 3 minutes into the second, DeBrusk in the corner takes a hit as he's going to play the puck. Nothing malicious about this hit, but he loses an edge, goes back first hard into the boards. He's shaken up for a couple of minutes. They stop play. Skates back to the bench, doesn't miss a shift. And I'm sitting there going, sit him. Sit him for the rest of the game. Roll like 8 guys for the rest of the game. I don't fucking care. I just didn't want any major injuries out of this one. And I think we escaped without them. But God, was that scary, man. 5:11 left of the period. Foligno's going to go for tripping. We kill it. 30 seconds left. Now a scary moment for the Leafs. Nosek with a bad hit takes out Liljegren. I'm not sure. I think Liljegren's okay. It wasn't a maliciously heavy hit, but from the distance of the boards, getting him in the back, it was a low shove, and he goes right into the boards. I did not like this hit on Nosek, by Nosek, especially in game 82, man. Everyone's just trying to get the playoffs healthy. Don't do that kind of shit. Was not happy with that hit. There was a tussle after because there's no call on the play. Riley and Nosek are going to go after it a little bit. Morgan Riley. We're going to go to 4v4. We're going to get past that. Third period starts 8 minutes in. Nylander's just having a good old time with this D. He's enjoying the D so much. He flings the puck into the slot while taking the zone. Gets blocked, and he's the one to come back in and retrieve it. And then, no one does anything. Clifton stays on his guy, covering a cross-crease pass as Nylander loops around. McLaughlin stays outside, doesn't come in to pressure him at all. Nylander realizes he has a one-on-one with Swayman, just goes in on him. Swayman comes out to attack. Nylander scoots around him, little boot scooting, and just Dunkaroony and cheese. And Clifton gets a stick there, but it's too late. No one pressured him at all, and he's just chuckling his little dick off. That's right, Nylander's a little dick. Little dick off at the fact that he just got to walk in and get a free goal. What the fuck was that? I'm not upset. Really, I'm really not that upset, but God, that sucked. So it's 4-1. 9:36 left. Lazar attempts a wraparound. Save, but the puck is loose. Foligno punches it in for his 500th point. But wait, it gets challenged for offsides. And I can see why Toronto did this. They did not want to let this game slip away. They didn't want to go in with that negative feeling of the playoffs that they blew a lead, even without their big guys. It is offsides. They take it away. The goal happened like 25 seconds after the offsides. This is one of the things I hate about the offsides review. There should be an amount of time that passes since they gained entry that the offsides is bullshit. Get the puck, play some defense, and get it out. Especially if the offsides is this much. It doesn't feel like the spirit of the game to me, but hey, that's just me. 8:05 left. Wags gets held. Power play time. And how about that? 1-for-1 on the power play. We set up. Nifty pass by Coyle on the left wall. Gets it up to Riley. Riley gets this on net in a hurry. Smith gets a tip. Shalgren makes the save, but it bounces away. And DeBrusk is there for the cleanup. 4-2. Engvall's going to get the empty netter for 5-2, and that's your ball game. Now let's talk about what this game means, because I didn't really want to talk about the game all that much. It was played at half speed for most of it. I'm surprised by the lack of effort I got from some of the younger guys. But then again, when everyone's playing like that, it's hard to get yourself up and going. And maybe some of these young guys just aren't really ready for this level. So it seemed like they were playing 50%, but some of them weren't. I don't know. We get the Canes now. The lack of structure in this game defensively can scare you a little bit, but again, missing a lot of people. The Canes beat us 16-1 through the regular season. We all know that. I need to do a preview on this series. God, I hope I have time this weekend to do that before our Monday matchup. I assume we're starting on Monday. The team's scary, but the team is not that level of better than us. Are they better than us throughout the whole season? Yeah, I would say conglomerate, they're better than us. But we have been an elite team for the past couple months. We had one little dip, but so did they. This should be a really good series. And if we win this first round, there's a very realistic path to the conference finals and maybe even the finals. I think there's a real chance for us to do some damage this year. This first series might be our biggest test of the playoffs. We got to give that team a lot of respect. But we should be very excited. It's a very fun matchup. The only real game note I have is Brown was getting skated around just for fun. Like, players were literally just going around him. And that's not good. If we see him in the playoffs, something is drastically wrong. Real wrong. Now, I know this video was kind of quick. I mean, that's going to do it for me. But Game 82, we're just ready for the playoffs now. This game didn't mean anything. Wasn't quite as fun as I feel like last year's Game 82 was. I didn't think I had that much excitement as I did last year. I don't know really why that is. Just didn't feel it in my gut. But, I'll tell you one thing. It's playoff time. Go Bees! Go Bees!